Explain like I'm 5. If you drive down the road and you roll 2 back windows down about 30% of the way, it creates a sound that shakes your eardrums. What/how is that happening? The British inventor James Dyson would call this phenomenon buffeting, and markets fans that avoid this choppy movement of air for lots of money. If you study the aerodynamics of a vehicle when traveling at speed with the rear windows open, you'll learn that air, instead of diverting round the cabin of the car, it rushes in, like side air intakes of a sports car, but then has nowhere to go, so it fills the cabin with air very quickly and forces out air at a relatively high pressure, hence why you feel this sensation in your ears. It's called the Helmholtz resonance. Hermann von Helmholtz, the German physician and physicist who described this interaction, died in 1894 and was thus unavailable for comment. I appreciate the attempt. /r/v was an attempt. I'm an automotive engineer that designed the roof system in the Bentley Continental. I had a task dropped on me late in the day and it wasn't my speciality, so I had to pick up the subject on the run. In the automotive industry this is called helicoptering, and in an ELI5 description, it's air that had been pushed upwards by the car, trying to get back in, via the sunroof. Works the same with any aperture on a car. So the air rushes into the car under quite high pressure. If the car had enough velocity and pressure builds up inside the car, it builds up quite high and actually pushes back out of the sunroof, and this creates a slight vacuum. Repeat this and you get a cycle of compression and decompression within the car and sore eardrums unless you open your mouth. There are several ways to combat this cycle. 1. Ignore it or open a window. 2. Build castellations or a mesh. 3. Create a vent between the cabin and the outside so that the air pressure can equalize. Bentley, JLR. 4. Reduce how far the sunroof can open and position the sunroof as far forward as possible. GM. I've put car names to each, but that's a few years out of date now. Sunroof suppliers will be offering these features to various OEMs. The castellation/serration/mesh create what is called dirty air. They break up the smooth airflow and cause it to break up and twist about, and by the time it reforms into smooth air again, it is halfway along the roof and past the sunroof aperture. It's very effective at stopping the helicoptering, but does create quite a lot of wind noise. Creating a vent to the outside is easier for some manufacturers than others. Having a large boot/trunk helps, especially if much of it is above the wading line, which is the height rain/floodwater get. It's not easy to create a vent yet keep the car sealed for aircon/heating, etc. Number 4 was an early solution when sunroofs were smaller. It takes advantage of a short area of dirty air right behind the windscreen header. Like I say, this isn't my speciality. I just had to jump in to solve a problem, then jump out. Edit. Formatting. Man, it's just nice to know that luxury car makers care that much about their product that they even think of factors like this. Adding vents just to prevent this effect.